We're back on. We've got a couple more minutes. In probably 3 minutes, can you talk about backhaul and middle mile and fiber to the home and what that means? And then, apparently I didn't realize time was going to go so fast. We've been on for an hour almost.
Well, backhaul networks is typically fiber optics between cell towers and switching centers. It can also be backhaul between one state to another state, one telephone company's office, and one state to another telephone company's office in a different state. The government's backhaul networks, the wireless backhaul networks, everything. There's no such thing as wireless, really. I coined a phrase here a couple of years ago called less wired, because everything that is wireless comes back to a wire. In this particular case, the wires have been converted from copper T1 lines. They've been migrated all into fiber. Fiber carries hundreds of megabits, that's millions of bits per second of data, and now it's hundreds of gigabits, which is a billion bits of data. A billion bits of data is 9 zeros. And now our fiber optic systems are carrying terabits, which is a trillion bits of data. A trillion bits of data is 12 zeros behind your number. If you want to get an idea of what that means, a standard 8.5 by 11 piece of paper has about 2,000 bytes on it, and 1 byte is 8 bits. So 2,000 bytes divided into X number of trillions, that would tell you how many pieces of paper you could transmit in 1 second. Pretty much. Fiber to the home is coming on big time. We are building fiber to home faster. There will be more fiber built in this next 5 to 10 years than there's been built in the last 20 years. And one of the reasons that the third world countries seem to be leapfrogging ahead of the United States, because for 150, 250, 1,000 years, they never had any copper networks, so they never had any communications. Our country has been labored and burdened with trillions of dollars of embedded copper plant that cannot do what fiber optic networks can do, but we still maintain them, and we have to try and mine every last bit of dollar out of them, because you just can't afford to rip them up and put fiber in. All these other countries that are finally getting up to the level of the United States in the communications, they're starting with brand new wireless and fiber network technologies, and their people are learning this field. And the people overseas that learn this field are going to be coming over here for jobs. That keynote speaker I mentioned earlier, the CenturyLink guy, he said less than 8% of the students in the United States are going into engineering and sciences.
Wow.
What does that tell you for what crop of available talent pool are we going to be looking to take our high-paying jobs? They're going to be coming from every place else except the United States. We have to train our young people and get them motivated to move forward. And technology is one of the fields that we can do this in. And fiber optics is an awesome field.
Well, you did it in 3 minutes, and I couldn't believe you were able to do it in that short of span of time. Gordon Cavalier.
I could have taken 3 days.
I know. We are so happy that you were able to take time. Are you in your office or are you at home? You told me you.
No, I'm in my office. I got up early, came in, and just prepared some stuff and looked things over.
So I just hope I don't get that big invoice that I'm sure you're capable of sending for an hour of your time. But I really appreciate you.
I'm pretty cheap.
We won't go there. I think I'm going to regret I broached it. But we're very grateful for you, and you're taking time to